Hi, this is Baz from 36db, and this is an in-depth look at our super modular drum machine, drift and swing kit. In this video, we wanted to show a more detailed look at how to use the super modular drum machine, drift and swing kit. The key to getting the most out of this kit is to first offset your MIDI track. In this example, we've offset it by minus 100 milliseconds. The reason for doing this is to allow some of the drum pads to be ahead of the timeline. This will give a more exaggerated groove and swing to your drum patterns. By selecting the flat snapshot preset in this kit, you will set all the MIDI timing macros to 100 milliseconds. This will lock all of the 8 drum pads within the timing offsets to the grid of your track. If you change a macro to earlier than 100 milliseconds, then that drum sound will be ahead of the grid, so earlier. As you can hear from the demo, this gives the whole pattern a much more pushed and pulled kind of feel to the groove. Let's change some of the snapshots to hear the variations in the timing. You can also play around with the swing for each of the pads. This will also push and pull the groove. Try playing around with these settings until you get the groove and feel where you want. Here are a few other examples showing different feels and vibes to the groove. As you can see, you can get really exaggerated with some of them. One feature we have been asked about is, can you replace the drum sounds in the kit with your own samples? The answer is yes. There are 2 ways you can do that. In the kits that we've designed, there are multiple samples on each of the pads, and you change them using the selector chain. As you will see, there are different samples on each of the chain selectors. If you wanted to keep this architecture, all you'd need to do is to highlight the chain sample selected, find in your library where you want to add a sound, and then audition those sounds, and then when you add it, it would replace that sound within that chain layer. Then you go to the next chain selector and replace that sample. If you wanted to replace it with just one sound, you would need to highlight and delete that module. Then find a sound that you're interested in, and then just drag and drop it to the drop instrument clip here. Now you've got one sound on that particular pad within that kit. Here's an example of us doing that using 909 samples to add a crazy swing and feel to a 909 groove. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to check out some of our other elements and also our environments here at 36db.